So let us start with our lecture. The three major points which you should learn before starting financial management are: number one is value of money. This is somewhat topic of economics, but it should be absolutely clear before starting the concept of financial management. Another is opportunity cost. And third is the time value of money. Now, out of this three, time value of money will become ABCD for financial management. If you don't know the concept of time value of money, you cannot understand concept of financial management. So this first lecture will be dedicated for learning some basic topics, including especially time value of money. Let's first start with this topic, which is value of money. So understand value of money. Money in India, we are right now talking only about India, rupees, is printed by a centralized authority, which is RBI. Many of the students still think that RBI needs gold reserve to print money. This is a very old concept. Let me clarify your myth. RBI does not need any gold reserve for printing money. Rupees is a fiat currency. So the state of India, the country India, gives you a promise. If you will watch your rupees note carefully, it just says, I promise to pay a bearer of the instrument rupees 10 or rupees 100, whatever the value is. And there is just a signature of government of RBI. It is a fiat money, no gold reserve is required. How the money is valuable? We all know dollar is more valuable than rupees. Both are money. One is money in USA, another is money in India. So how value of money is created? Forget about money. Value of anything is created by scarcity. Let's take example of Shah Rukh Khan. So I want to call Shah Rukh Khan for my birthday party. He charges 5 crore rupees. Now you might be doing cloning. What is cloning is making another Shah Rukh Khan. Science is having a technology that it can make another Shah Rukh Khan. So if there are 6 Shah Rukh Khans, instead of one, there are 6 Shah Rukh Khan. Exactly same. They can dance same, they can act same, everything is same. And now I go to this Shah Rukh Khan and ask him, you come to my birthday party. Believe me, he will not charge more than 50 lakhs. I'm just giving the example. See, the value has decreased of the same Shah Rukh Khan because now it is in abundant supply. Anything is having value only if it is in scarcity. So if RBI starts printing money like anything, starts printing rupees like anything, there are beggars in India, let us give them 10 lakhs rupees to every beggar, and it start printing money like anything. Believe me, money will be in excess supply and it will lose its value. There will be hyperinflation, and there are countries which are example for it. Zimbabwe, the government started printing money like anything and ultimately a country got insolvent just because they were not knowing, or they were knowing and they intentionally did this, the value of money concept. Anything is having value if it is in scarcity. Just on a funny note, if you are in India, the people who are bright, who are not dark, they are valued more. If you go to England, they say tall, dark and handsome. What does it mean, tall, dark? Why dark is valued in England, or a man who is dark is valued in England? Just because their dark people are less. So people say tall, dark and handsome over there. So first concept in finance, we are summing it up. value of money will be there only if it is in scarcity. The value will increase more it is scarce, the value will decrease more it is available in supply. Value of money is there only if it is in scarcity. Let us go to another concept, which is opportunity cost. Try to understand. I am a faculty by profession. I teach taxation, I teach accountancy, I teach finance. There are one classes, XYZ classes, which offers me that they will be giving me 20,000 rupees per month if I take lecture between 11 to 12 in the morning. So I'll have to go to XYZ classes, I will conduct the lectures, and I will be getting 20,000 rupees per month. There are another classes, say ABC classes, which also gives me offer of 30,000 rupees per month for the same time 11 to 12. So I'll have to select one option. Either I'll have to select XYZ classes or I'll have to select ABC classes. I will of course select ABC classes, but please understand, after selecting this, this 20,000 rupees, it is a gain which is technically lost. I could have earned this 20,000 rupees by going to XYZ classes. I am not going to XYZ classes and I am losing this money because I am taking up this job. For taking this job, this 20,000 rupees per month is my gain, is my profit, which is lost. I will not be getting. And so it is termed as opportunity cost. Financially, this is my opportunity cost. I could have done 20,000 rupees per month job, but I am actually doing work in ABC classes and earning 30,000 rupees per month. So this 20,000 rupees per month is my opportunity cost. Where it will be relevant, I'll tell you at the end of this lecture why opportunity cost is there, why opportunity cost is very important in finance when we'll be learning difference between accountancy and finance. But this is how we understand opportunity cost. Let us go to the main concept for today, which is time value of money. We have already understood value of money. We are understanding the concept of time value of money. I have sold 100 crore rupees goods to XYZ Limited. So I will have to get that 100 crore rupees from XYZ Limited. XYZ Limited is giving me two options. Number one, XYZ Limited will pay rupees 100 crore. So I will be receiving rupees 100 crore today, or XYZ Limited will pay rupees 100 crore after 1 month. Of course, it is or option. Now I want answer from some of the students. Let us go somewhat slow and take response from the students. You need to raise your hand. Which option you will select? It is or option, so you can select only one option. Anyone? Sabina? Merlin? Okay. I want any student who goes for this option. I'm more interested in the students who are opting for second option, paying rupees 100 crore after 1 month. Okay, so I'm not having any students who are over here. Let me give you idea why today is the best option. Please understand, we are in the class of finance, but still try to understand, if you are going to receive money, if there is a two option, receiving today 100, receiving after 1 month 100, if you receive it today, there will be no chance of bad debt. This is one of the most important reason. If you give a credit period of 1 month, there might be a chance of bad debt. But if you don't give any credit period, there will be no chance of bad debt. So we are talking about the reasons why you should always select today. Number 2, interest. Try to understand, if you are getting 100 crore rupees today, and if the rate of interest in the market is 12% per annum, that is 1% per month, you are having 100 crore in your hand today. So you can invest this money, get 1 crore rupees interest for 1 month. 100 crore into 1% is 1 crore. After 1 month, you will be having in your hands a sum of 101 crore rupees, which is better than 100 crore rupees after 1 month. If you are told that you will be getting 101 crore rupees or getting 100 rupees, you will always select getting 101 crore rupees. So second point is interest. If interest is not there in the country, then we can think about still. This is always a reason why you should always select it today. Point number 3 is inflation. Let us understand this point, inflation. Say 1 kg of rice cost 100 rupees today, and say there is a hyperinflation in the country, and after 1 month the rice is becoming rupees 200 per kg. Normally you will be living in an inflating country. If you get 100 rupees today, so the thing which is true for 100 rupees is true for 100 crore rupees. So if you are having 100 rupees today, you will be getting 1 kg of rice. But if you are having the same 100 rupees, same nominal 100 rupees after 1 month, you will not be having 1 kg. You will be having only 0.5 kg of rice. So what is better off? Getting 1 kg of rice or getting half a kg of rice? Getting 1 kg of rice. So you should always select the concept of today. So 3 basic reasons why you should always select 100 rupees today. One is bad debt. If you select it today, if you get it today, you will not be having any bad debt, interest and inflation. Let us go to the same concept. 100 crore today, 100 crore after 1 month. So now let us go technically. We have understood it through example that we'll always select 100 crore today. Why we will select 100 crore rupees today? We have taken the reason, but try to understand. If we consider value, this 100 crore is having more value than 100 crore after 1 month. The thing which is true for 100 crore rupees is true for 100 rupees is true for 1 rupee even. So let me write down the concept of time value of money, which is value of money, even 1 rupee today is more than value of money after 1 month. The thing which is true after 1 month is true even for tomorrow. So see the concept. Value of money today is more than value of money even tomorrow. So let me give you a surprising thing. If you are carrying rupees 2000 note in your pocket, cash, if you sleep today, tomorrow morning that 2000 rupees note is less valuable. Value of that same 2000 rupees today is more than value of that 2000 rupees even tomorrow. This is the concept of time value of money. 2000 rupees you could have invested in the bank, and you might have got 2001 rupee, 1 rupee as an interest, which is more than 2000 rupees. But if you keep it in your pocket, the value will actually decrease. So in finance, it is always told that you receive as soon as possible, but you pay as late as possible. So if your electricity bill due date is the 7th, you should always pay on 7th. But if you are to receive money and someone offers you to receive or pay money immediately, you should take that immediately. And this is where our concept will revolve. Try to understand. I'm just giving a case law for time value of money. I feel that this is one of the most important topic in finance. You should be absolutely clear about the concept. So I am going somewhat deep in this particular concept, which is time value of money. There was a company where the person was working. They were having 100 crore rupees receivable from XYZ Limited. XYZ Limited, this person was working in ABC Limited. He was in treasury management, he was a recovery manager. XYZ Limited was not paying this money. Ultimately, this person went to this XYZ Limited. The manager of XYZ Limited explained him that we are not in an intention to pay you this money, but if you want, we can sign a bill. Bills receivable, bills payable, all of you are aware about this concept. We are ready to sign a bill of 1 year. So we will be paying you after 1 year a sum of 100 crore rupees. So XYZ Limited sign a bill. We promise to pay rupees 100 crore after 1 year. This is bills receivable for ABC Limited. This is bills payable for XYZ Limited. This person was extremely happy. He went to his CEO and told him that I have got a bill of 100 crore rupees from XYZ Limited. They were not paying us and you should be very happy. Believe me, this person was fired on next day. He was removed from the job. He was getting say salary of 50 lakhs rupees and he was removed from the job immediately. Why? I'll tell you. This 100 crore rupees was payable immediately. But now this company will be paying after 1 year. So even if the market rate of interest is 10%, what is the loss for ABC Limited? Loss for ABC Limited is 100 crore rupees multiplied by 10%, which is 10 crore rupees. Which is possible that it is not his lifetime salary. This is the loss for ABC Limited. But you will say, sir, no. He has confirmed that he is going to receive this 100 crore rupees. Believe me, after 1 year also, this company will not be having any intention to pay this 100 crore rupees. ABC will have to go to court of law. And even if they win the case, the interest will start after this 1 year, because 1 year was a genuine time period which was given by ABC Limited to XYZ Limited. You can understand why this person was fired just by taking this small decision, not knowing the concept of time value of money. He has made a loss of 10 crore rupees for the company. So only I am saying the concept of time value of money is extremely important. Just by making a small decision, your company might be losing a sum of 10 crore rupees. We know the concept. What is the concept? Value of money today is more than value of money tomorrow. That always means receive as soon as possible. He was not knowing this concept. He should never have allowed 1 year. He could have allowed 1 to 3 days. The loss might be very small. And pay as late as possible. I'm not saying go for default, go for penal charges, go for penal interest. But what is the due date you should be paying exactly, or just for safety 1 day before that particular payment. Receive as soon as possible, pay as late as possible. What is the concept? Value of money today is more than value of money even tomorrow. This is concept of time value of money. Now we'll be talking the same concept but in mathematical form. We'll be doing some formulas, we'll be finding out correct values and try to understand. We are directly going to start concept of compound interest. What is compound interest? Please try to understand. If you invest 100 rupees today at 10% compound interest per annum, your first year interest will be rupees 10. So you will be getting 110 rupees after 1 year. Now those who don't know, this 110 is also termed as amount after 1 year. This 100 rupees is also termed as a present value. Second year interest would be 11 rupees, because now you will be getting interest on interest. Why? Because this 10 rupees will not be withdrawn and will be reinvested by you. So after 2 years, amount after 2 years will be 121. Interest of third year will be 12.1. And amount after 3 years will be 133. Just for the sake of basic knowledge, amount will be is equal to principal plus interest. Try to understand. Every time we cannot do this. If the amount is invested, if the 100 rupees is invested for 20 years, we cannot do the same thing. So we'll have to find out a shortcut or a formula by which we can easily find out the answers. For that, we will have to take a base of 1 rupee. So if 1 rupee is invested today, after 1 year, you will be getting interest of 0.1. This is interest for 1 year. Amount after 1 year will be 1.1. Interest of second year will be 0.11. Amount after 2 years will be 1.21. Interest for third year will be 0.121. And amount after third year will be 1.331. Now, this particular amount believe me follows a trend only when rupee 1 is taken as a base. Try to understand what will be amount after first year. If 1 rupee is invested, it is nothing but 1 plus I raised to 1. Now what is I? This is very basic mathematics, but still I am explaining you as I have told you in the beginning of the lecture. I am assuming you are not knowing anything. So if your R is say 10%, now whenever the answer is in percentage, it is compared with 100. So 10 out of 100 is nothing but 0.10 out of 1. So how to find out I? It is nothing but R divided by 100. In this case, 10 divided by 100, that is 0.10. So if R is 6%, I will be 0.06. If R is 9%, I will be 0.09. And if R is 13%, I will be 0.13. If R is 60%, please understand it will not be 0.06. I will be 0.60. That is the 60 divided by 100. So we know how to find out I. So what I have got? 1 plus. What is I in this case? 0.10. And if you do this, 1 plus 0.10, it is nothing but 1.1. Now, as I told you, these all rectangles in green follows a specific pattern. This answer 1.21, we can directly find out. How we can find out? It will be 1 plus I raised to 2. We know what is 1 plus I, right? 1.10. How 1.10? 1 plus 0.10 is 1 plus I raised to 2. If you open your calculator, 1.1 into 2, it is 1.21. I will be getting the same answer, which is 1.21. Amount after 3 years, 1 plus I raised to 3, 1.10 raised to 3. It should be 1.331. Let me find out. 1.1 into is equal to, it is 1.331. So I will be getting this answer if I want to find out amount after 5 years. It is very easy. 1.10 raised to 5. If I want to find out amount after 10 years, it will be 1.10 raised to 10. Let me convert it into formula. If rupee 1 is invested at the rate of 10% interest for 9 years, what will be amount after 9th year? What will be amount after 9th year? I want to find out. I have told you it is 1.10. What is 1.10? It is 1 plus I. I want to find out amount after 9 years. So raised to 9. I will be getting the answer if rupee 1 is invested. It is 1.10 raised to 9. Let me find out. 1.1 multiplied by is equal to this raised to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So it is 2.3579. 2.3579. This is amount after 9 years. If 1 rupee is invested for the period of 9 years at 10% compound rate of interest. Please understand, what is this? 1 plus I raised to 9. And what is 9? It is nothing but number of times interest is calculated. So n is nothing but number of times interest is calculated or number of years. I will be writing it in a more specific manner. Number of times interest is calculated or number of years. This is nothing but 2.3579. But please understand, every time you will not invest 1 rupee. Sir, then why we are taking base of 1 rupee? Please understand. The same thing will not happen over here. Try to do this. 110 square. It will not be 121. It is 12,100. It is not 121. So this happens only if you take base of 1 rupee invested. But every time you cannot invest only 1 rupee. So what happens is, if you invest 100 rupee, let's take a scenario. If we invest 100 rupees, what will be amount after 9 years? You can just do cross multiplication. If you are investing 1 rupee, amount after 9 years is 1 plus I raised to 9. If you invest 100 rupees, what will be amount after 9 years? So you can just do cross multiplication and find out the answer. What will be cross multiplication? 100 into 1 plus I raised to 9 upon 1. You can always ignore this, divided by 1. This will be nothing but amount after 9 years. I am ultimately converting something into formula. Please understand, amount after n years will be equal to, this is 1 plus I raised to 9, 1 plus I raised to 9. So 9, if what is the true for 9 is true for even 5. So I am writing, instead of 9, I am writing n. And what is 100 rupees? It is money which is invested today. Please understand. Rupees 100 is invested today. Now today is having n numbers of names in finance. Today is also value at the end of 0 year. That is also the same thing as today. It is value at beginning of first year. This is also termed as present value, because 100 rupees is today. Please understand the wording. So today basically means present. So 100 is present value. Or in short, it is also termed as a PV, or it is also sometimes termed as P, which is nothing but principal. So this is how we define today's value. Present value at the end of 0 year, at the beginning of first year, present value P. Everything is nothing but value as on today. So what is 100 rupees in this formula? It is P. So if you want to find out amount after n years, I am summarizing the formula logically. It is nothing but P into 1 plus I raised to n. And you can find out for any sum invested, for any rate of interest, for any number of years by just using this formula. What is a bad point is just mugging up the formula. What is an excellent point is understand the formula and then mug it up. You should be having this formula at the tip of your tongue. Every time you cannot find out logic and derive the formula, but knowing only formula without logic is not good. Knowing formula, mugging up formula after understanding is good. Now try to just segregate it. This is nothing but value of rupee 1 invested at I rate of interest after n years. This is value of P invested at I rate of interest after n years, and we can easily find out future value from this particular formula. Once again, A is equal to P into 1 plus I raised to n. Let me take a basic question and solve it. So today you have invested, you have taken a loan of how much rupees? 10,000 rupees. What is the time period? 3 years. What is the rate of interest? 8%. Let us convert it directly into I, 0.08. What will be amount after 3 years? Now here also there is one point, try to understand. When I write down A3, it can be amount at the beginning of third year, it can be amount at the end of third year. Please understand, in finance, if nothing is written, it is always at the end. So when I write down A3, I am talking you about at the end of third year. If I write down A25, I am talking about amount at the end of 25th year, not at the beginning of 25th year. This is a general rule in finance. Yes, if someone wants to tell amount at the beginning of the third year, it will be written that find out amount at the beginning of second year. But if nothing is written, it should always be assumed in general finance that it is at the end of the period. So I want to find out amount after third year. How will I find out? Very simple. I'll use the formula P into 1 plus I raised to n. So P is 10,000. 1 plus I is 0.08 raised to 3, which is nothing but 10,000 into 1.08 raised to 3. I can directly find it out in calculator. I'm not going deep into working of calculator. 1.08 into is equal to. This is nothing but raised to 3. If you do into is equal to, it is nothing but raised to 3. Multiplied by 10,000, it is 12,597. What is this? Amount at the end of third year. If 10,000 rupees is invested today, it is amount at the end of third year. Let us take our basic example for time value of money. 100 crore rupees today invested for 1 year at the rate of 10%. Let me take invested for 2 years at the rate of 10%. What will be amount at the end of second year? Now we all understand, right? A2 is nothing but amount at the end of second year. How to find out? Very easy. A is equal to P into 1 plus I raised to n. See, as in when you go mature in finance, what you should do is you should be knowing the shortcuts of the things. I can directly do 1 plus I raised to n. Now what is I? 0.10. 0.10 plus 1 is nothing but 1.10. Raised to n is 2. Invested is 100 crore rupees. What will be the answer is 1.1 multiplied by is equal to multiplied by 100. This is 121 crore rupees. Which will be amount after 2 years. See how I have done this. If the rate of interest is say 8%, not I know what is I, 0.08. But what will be 1 plus I? If the rate is 8%, it is 1.08. If the rate is 10%, what will be 1 plus I? We have already done 1.10. If the rate is 8.5%, what will be 1 plus I? I am not asking I. What will be 1 plus I is 1.08. So you should learn how to convert your R directly into 1 plus I. I'm not talking just I, directly converting into 1 plus I. Now we are going from mathematics again to finance. This is mathematics. Let us go again to finance. Try to understand these two values. In the same question, this 100 crore rupees is as on today, and I am writing equal to, which is not possible in mathematics, 121 crore rupees after 2 years. And most important thing to understand is this equal to. I am saying 100 is equal to 121, which is never true in mathematics, but it is true in finance. Try to understand. Every other thing remaining constant, 100 crore rupees value today is the same as 121 crore rupees after 2 years. If the market rate of interest is 10%. 100 crore rupees today in terms of real value is the same as 121 crore rupees value after 2 years. So nominally, if someone is giving you 100 rupees note today, and if someone is giving you 121 rupees note after 2 years, the value is the same. Or in other words, if you are to take 100 crore rupees today, and someone tells you that they will be paying after 2 years and not today, don't ask for 100 crore rupees, because then you will be losing value. The money loses value every day, because value of money today is more than value of money tomorrow. So tell them, pay us after 2 years. Make sure that they pay after 2 years, and don't ask for 100 crore rupees, ask for 121 crore rupees. We have learned mathematics and finance since this n numbers of years. So we already know that you should charge interest. If you are getting something late, you should always charge interest. That is nothing but the concept of time value of money. Once again, you need to understand these two things are equal. So in finance, if this is not equal, the decision making always becomes weird. It becomes confusing. 100 crore rupees today, once again, real value of this 100 crore rupees is the same as 121 crore rupees after 2 years. If you are taking a loan of 100 rupees today, after 2 years you will have to repay 121 rupees and not 100 rupees. Just because of time value of money. Value of money today is more than value of money tomorrow. What does it mean? For a bank, 100 crore rupees and 121 is same, because they are charging interest for this 2 particular years. So only many of the time students says me, sir, what is time value of money and why you are teaching compound interest in time value of money? It is compound interest, but if you logically understand, it is concept of finance. Once again, value of 100 crore rupees is the same as 121 crore after 2 years. 100 crore today is equal to 121 crore after 2 years. So time period is always important in finance. It is not important in mathematics, but it is always important in finance. This is the basic formula that we are going to learn for finding out some future values. Let us go to next concept. I am not doing n numbers of questions of this future value. Let us go to directly next concept, which is if interest is calculated more than one time in a year. Let me take a simple example. I am investing 100 rupees for the period of 2 years, at a 10% rate of interest. But bank calculates or compounds interest every 6 months. Now you will say, sir, this 10% is for per annum or is for 6 months? Anytime interest is written in FM book or anywhere in finance, the interest are always represented per annum. So again, if nothing is written, interest is always per annum. Here nothing is written, so 10% is per annum. If it is written, it is for 6 months, then it is for 6 months. Otherwise, it is always per annum. Every 6 months. You will say, sir, it is very simple. Let us use this. A into 1 plus I raised to n will not be getting the answer. Believe me, because of compound interest, you are not getting 10% interest. See, what will be the formula in this? 100, 1 plus 0.10 raised to 2. So it is 100 into 1.10 raised to 2. So you are calculating 10% interest for 2 times, which is not true. This is not a correct answer. Why I'll tell you? Logically, you will be getting 5% interest because interest is calculated every 6 months. But there are 4 6 months in 2 years. So you will be getting, instead of 2 times, you will be getting 4 times. So what will be the correct money you will be getting? 100, 1.05. What interest rate I have taken? 5%. For how many times? 4 times. This would be the correct answer. I'm not calculating it because I want to explain the formula. If interest is calculated more than 1 time in a year, what to do? Try to concentrate what I have done. What was our basic formula? A is equal to 100, 1 plus I raised to n. Try to understand concept of K and we'll be again coming back to this formula. K is number of times interest is calculated in 1 year. So if interest is calculated every 6 months, K is not equal to 6, K is equal to 2. What I am telling you, what is K? It is number of times interest is calculated in 1 year. So if it is calculated every 6 months, K is 2. If it is calculated every month, K is 12. If it is calculated every quarter is every 3 months, K is equal to 4. If it is calculated every 4 months, how many 4 months are there in a year? 3. So K will be is equal to 3. If it is calculated every day, K will be is equal to 365 or 366, whatever is the case. This is how K is explained. See, in some of the books it might be K, in some of the books it might be say M, right? But let us right now understand the concept of K. We are assuming the constant K as number of times interest is calculated in a year. Try to understand logically. We want to make this 10%. This is 10% right now. We want to make it 5%. So divided by 2. And what is the 2 in our case? K. Number of times interest is calculated every 6 months. So K is equal to 2. And what is N? Number of years is 2. We want to convert it into 4. So multiplied by 2. So a simple thing. If interest is calculated more than 1 time in a year, 2 times, 3 times, 12 times, 365 times, whatever is the case, then I will change my formula in this manner. I will be divided by K, N will be multiplied by K. And I will be getting the same answer, which will be 100, 1 plus, what is I? 0.10 divided by 2. N is 2 and K is also 2. So it will be 100 into 1.05 raised to 4, which is the same answer as this. So when interest is calculated more than one time in a year, my amount after n years will somewhat change. It will be P into 1 plus I divided by K raised to n multiplied by K. This is when the interest is compounded more than one time in a year. Again, this is a mathematical concept. Let us again move to a financial concept based upon this K. We are talking about real rate of interest versus nominal rate of interest. I am having 1 lakh rupees for investment. There are two banks where I am planning to invest. One is ICICI Bank, another is an NBFC Bank. ICICI Bank offers me 12% interest per annum, calculated every month. So what will be K? K will be is equal to 12. 12 times interest will be calculated in a year, so K will be 12. HDFC Banks also offers me 12% interest per annum. Interest will be calculated every 6 months. So let me write down here K is equal to 12, here K is equal to 2. Otherwise, the rate of interest is the same. Let me talk about this. This 12% rate of interest is nominal rate of interest. What is this? Nominal rate of interest. And believe me, finance is a decision-making subject. That will be our last topic for today's lecture. And you can never make a decision just by seeing this nominal rate of interest. 12%, 12%. You will not be taking a sound decision, because what decision you will be taking? Both are giving me 12% rate of interest. I may invest either in ICICI Bank or in HDFC. Let us go to you. If you are having this 1 lakh rupees, or if you want to advise me to invest this 1 lakh rupees for 1 year, in which bank should I invest? In ICICI Bank or HDFC Bank? Yes, Sabina. Why? What is the reason? Okay, because the compounding is done 12 times, you will be getting more benefit for compounding. And I think majority of the student in the class will agree that you should invest in ICICI Bank. Let me prove it from the point of view of numerics. Let us take what amount we will be getting after 1 year if we invest 1 lakh rupees in ICICI Bank. 1 lakh into 1 plus 0.12 raised to 12, because there is a K in the picture. Number of years is 1 into 12. This is amount after 1 year. Interest is calculated 12 times at 1% rate of interest. This will be 1% rate of interest. This is 1 lakh into 1.01 raised to 12. The answer will be 1.01 into is equal to, this is 2 times 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 multiplied by, which is 1,12,682. 1,12,682 rupees. This is the amount after 1 year which I'll be getting if I invest in ICICI Bank. In HDFC Bank, what will happen? Had I invested, I am not investing in HDFC Bank, but had I invested, I will be getting 1 plus 0.12 raised to 2. So I get 6% rate of interest, but only for 2 times. That is 1 lakh into 1.06 raised to 2. So 1.06 into is equal to multiplied by 1 lakh, which is 1,12,360. Which value is higher? 1,12,682. I am getting more amount as compared to this amount. So Sabina's selection was correct. You should go for ICICI Bank. But please understand, you cannot do every time this. You cannot select on the basis of just by seeing the percentage and number of years. Why I'll tell you. Suppose this was a 12% and the interest was compounded 12 times. And this was a 14% with K is equal to 2. Again, the decision making will be weird, because you will have to calculate what amount you will be getting in HDFC and what amount you will be getting in ICICI Bank. So the concept comes of this real rate of interest. See, what is this is nominal rate of interest. Nominally what you are getting is this 12%. Really what you are getting, try to understand what really you are getting over here. It is 12,682 rupees interest for 1 year. On 1 lakh rupees, it is 12.68%. If you go in percentage terms, if you are getting 12,682 rupees interest on 1 lakh rupees invested after 1 year, actually it is 12.68%. And here it is 12.36%. See, now this percentage, they are not nominal rate of interest. This percentage are real rate of interest. See, even the name. Really what percentage you are getting? Forget about compounding effect. Really what you are getting is 12.68%. Really what you are getting is 12.36%. The decision making becomes extremely easy. Higher the percentage, that is the place where I'll go. Here the higher percentage is ICICI Bank, I'll go over that. Real rate of interest helps you in decision making. In this case also, find out real rate of interest. You will be easily able to take the decision. Let me tell you how to find out real rate of interest. Every time you cannot draw up, open up the paper, calculate the interest and find out real rate of interest. It is nothing but real rate of interest is equal to 1 plus I upon K raised to K minus 1. Of course, multiplied by 100 because I want to find out answer in percentage. So, if the rate of interest is 12% and interest is compounded 12 times, as in this case, my real rate of interest will be 1 plus, what is I? 0.12. Now, this I is nominal. Divided by 12 raised to 12 minus 1, which is nothing but 1.01 raised to 12 minus 1. Let's do it in calculator. 1.01 multiplied by is equal to, this is raised to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Connection, if can you please explain this minus 1 logic again?
So what will be this? It is 1.01 multiplied by is equal to, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 minus 1. This is 0.126825. Multiplied by 100, I'll be getting answer in interest, which is 12.68 percentage, which will be nothing but this. See, here we have to do all the calculation and find out rate of interest. By this formula, we can get a directly real rate of interest. Let me also find out by this. And then I'll be going to the formula. What is the logic of this formula and why we get the real rate of interest? What answer we should get? 12.36. What is nominal rate of interest? 12%. K is nothing but 2. What should be our answer? 12.36. What is the formula? Real rate of interest is equal to 1 plus I upon K raised to K minus 1. This is 1 plus 0.12 upon 2 raised to 2 minus 1, which is 1.06 multiplied by is equal to minus 1. It is 0.1236. Of course, now the answer will be from 1. If you want to convert it from 100 in percentage, you will have to multiply it by 100, which is 12.36, which is the answer which we will getting manually even without using the formula. So 12% interest compounded every 6 months is nothing but really 12.36 percentage. You will be really getting 12.36 percentage. You will be really getting 12.68 percentage. Where the real rate of interest will be helpful, it will be helpful immensely. I should ask to my chartered accountant what is the real rate of interest instead of giving me this puzzle. If I tell you Yes Bank and say Axis Bank, this is giving me 9% real rate of interest and this is giving me 8.5% real rate of interest. Whatever amount you want to invest, for whatever period you want to invest, you should invest in Yes Bank. What is the reason? Now the comparison is not between nominal rate of interest, the comparison is between the real rate of interest. You should absolutely understand the difference between real rate of interest and nominal rate of interest. And as per RBI rules, for any fixed deposit rate, for any loan rate, bank cannot publish its real rate of interest. It should publish its nominal rate of interest. So whenever you become a chartered accountant, it will be helpful to you because people are not directly having what they are really getting. They can hire you to find out real rate of interest. Now there was a question from a student. So what is the logic of this formula? See, it is very important you don't mug up the formula and you somewhat understand the formula and then mug it up. Now it is very simple. Real rate of interest. See what I am doing over here first. It is 1 plus I divided by K, 1 multiplied by K. Now 1 multiplied by K is nothing but K. So raised to K. So what is this? This is value of rupee 1. This is 1 multiplied by K. After 1 year, at I rate of interest, which is nominal rate of interest, where interest is compounded more than 1 time in a year. It might be 2, it might be 12, it might be 365. What is this? Value of rupee 1, sorry. It is value of rupee 1 at I rate of interest, where interest is compounded more than 1 time in a year after 1 year. Because here I have not taken 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. I have taken 1 over here. Alright. So you are getting value after 1 year where 1 rupee was invested. I have got the amount. Really, what amount you will be getting if you have invested 1 rupee after 1 year? I want to find out how much real rate of interest you have earned. So if you want to find out interest, what you should do, whatever answer you have found out, minus this one. See what answer you are getting over here. This is interest for 1 year if 1 rupee is invested. And so only I need to do multiplied by 100. Once I do multiplied by 100 with this formula, what I get is a percentage real rate of interest. And this is how the formula works. Real rate of interest is equal to 1 plus I upon k raised to k. This is amount of rupee 1 invested after 1 year, where in number of times the interest is calculated is k, minus 1. So you are removing the principal. See, first principal was added 1. Now you are removing the principal. So you will be getting exact amount of interest you are getting after 1 year if 1 rupee is invested. Minus 1, you will be getting the amount of interest, and that multiplied by 100, you will be getting answer in percentage, real rate of interest which a person is earning. So we are through with two different formulas. One is the amount for A, which is equal to P into 1 plus I raised to N. If you want to find out amount after N years, you can use this formula. If interest is calculated more than 1 time in a year, divided by K raised to N multiplied by K, where just this is the addition. Otherwise, it is the same formula. And one more that we have learned is how to find out a real rate of interest. It is nothing but 1 plus I upon K raised to K minus 1. Of course, multiplied by 100 to get the answer in percentage. These three concepts should be absolutely clear. Let us move to next concept, where in first category of questions, we are dividing this category into 8 parts. So we'll be learning time value of money in 8 different parts, 8 different categories of sum. In first category of sum, we will be using this formula, and we are having a direct question. Let us understand first category of questions. If amount invested today is 10,000 for the period of 2 years at the rate of 5% interest, no K. So interest is compounded every year and 5% is per annum. A very simple formula to be used. A is equal to P into 1 plus I raised to N. My answer will be 10,000. Now you should be very comfortable in finding out I. What will be I? 1.05. How 1.05? I is 0.05 plus 1 is 1.05 raised to 2. Open your calculator, find out the answer. 1.05 multiplied by is equal to, I will be getting raised to square, multiplied by 10,000. 11,025. This is nothing but how we find out answers of category number 1, simple type of questions. And let us go to category number 2. See, it is possible that you are investing at the end of 0 year amount of rupees 100, where the rate of interest is say 8%. Again at the end of a first year. What is at the end of 0 year means? Today. See, you go to a bank, again invest 200 rupees, bank will not refuse you. So you can always invest more money at the end of first year. You have kept this 100 rupees as it is, but you have invested 200 rupees more. At the end of second year, you have invested this 300 rupees. You go to a bank at the end of third year, and what you want is all your amount. So you are withdrawing this also, and this also, but along with the interest. You are withdrawing everything. You have invested in this manner, and now you are withdrawing everything. What will be the amount you will be getting after third year? Sir, this is a difficult one. No. This is same as this. Just instead of one questions, there are three questions. Let us treat all these three questions separately. If you invest 100 rupees today and you go to a bank after 3 years, if the rate of interest is 8%, how much money you will be getting after 3 years? 1.08 raised to 3. Why? You are going and investing in the bank today. You are going to withdraw money at the end of third year. So this is at the end of first year, second year, and at the end of third year. This is at the end of first year, second year. So how many years interest you will be getting on this 100 rupees? You will be getting first year's interest, second year's interest, third year interest. 1, 2, and 3 years. So you will be getting 3 years interest. What will be the answer? I can directly write it down over here. See, what I have done is nothing but P into 1 plus I raised to n. 1.08 multiplied by is equal to multiplied by, which is 125.97. Again, this 200 rupees was invested at the end of first year. Please understand, I will be getting only 2 years interest now. How I will tell you? This is 0, 1, 2, and at the end of third year. Where you are investing this rupees 200 over here. So you will be getting second year's interest, you will be getting third year's interest. These are 2 years. So you will be getting only 2 years interest, which is 1.08 multiplied by is equal to multiplied by 2, which is 233.28. So what we are finding out, what will be amount after 3 years from today? What will be amount after 3 years from today? Third one, I will be getting only 1 year's interest. How? Once again, try to concentrate. This is 0, 1, 2, and 3. I am investing this 300 rupees at the end of second year. So I will be getting only third year's interest, which is only 1 year. So I'll be getting only 1 year's interest, which is nothing but 300 into 1.0, which is 324. So how much total money I will be getting at the end of third year? Amount after third year, 125.97 plus 233.28 plus 324, which is 683.25. Once again, understand the question, understand the answer. If you go to a bank, invest 100 rupees today, 200 rupees after 1 year, and 300 rupees after 2 years. You don't withdraw anything in between. Go to bank at the end of third year and withdraw all the money along with the interest. Bank will be giving you 683.25 rupees. How? 100 rupees plus interest of 3 years, 200 rupees plus interest of 2 years, and 300 rupees plus interest of 1 year. Accumulated everything is 683.25. So a simple question whereby you can find out what will be amount after 3 years If the money invested is not only in one installment, if the money is invested in different installment, what will be the answer? Try to understand. I have done and found out this separately, but you can find it out by the functions of memory also. So you can do m plus m minus and find out the answer. Just concentrate over here what I am doing. It is 100 into 1.08 is equal to. This is 125.97. You can put it in memory, m plus. Again, 200 into 1.08 is equal to. It is same as 233.28. Again, you can put it in memory. Don't press AC in between. Don't press any other figures in between. You can just press m plus. Again, 300 into 1.08 is equal to, the here is 324. Again, you can add it to m plus. All these three figures are added in memory. If you do MRC, you will be getting answer of 683.25, which is in your calculator. So there is no use of this all figures. What is the use is 683.25. Sir, we don't know the concept of m plus m minus MRC. You should learn it. If you are not knowing it, you will not be able to solve questions in examination. MRC, M plus, M minus and GT are basic functions which you should know if you want to solve questions perfectly. This is second category of questions. Again, we are taking some second category of questions and solving it. At the end of first year and second year, I am investing 100 rupees and 200 rupees. I am going to bank at the end of second year. The rate of interest is 10%. What will be amount after second year? See the answer. P into 1 plus I. How many years interest I will be getting? I am investing at the end of first year. I am withdrawing at the end of second year. Understand over here. 0, 1, 2. I am investing over here. Rupees 100. I am withdrawing over here. So I will be getting only this 1 year's interest. Raised to 1. This is 110. For this, I am investing at the end of second year. I am withdrawing at the end of second year. So you are investing 200 rupees over here and withdrawing on the same date. You will not be getting any interest. So still the answer will not be 0. Anything raised to 0 is 1. 1 multiplied by 200 is 200. Why 200? You don't get any interest, but you will always be getting your principal back. So you will be getting 200 rupees instead of some interest. The total answer is 310 rupees. This is amount after 2 years. So what are the second category of questions? If you invest some money on regular basis, but the amount is not equal, how to find out the answer is this is how to find out the answer. Let's go to category number 3 questions. They are also the questions of future value. Why future value? You are not finding out today's value. You are finding out amount after 2 years, after 3 years, after 4 years. So they are the concept of future value, but it is annuity. Try to concentrate. At the end of 0,
Hello, sir. Hello.
1, and at the end of second year, same thing, but the amount invested is rupees 100. Now any equal amount is nothing but annuity. So these questions are of annuity because the amount is equal. What is invested is nothing but equal. Rate of interest is say 10%. What will be amount after 3 years? Now, sir, the question is same, just the figures are same, everything is going to remain same. You are correct. It is 1.10 raised to 3. 1.10 raised to 2 and 1.10 raised to 1. You can logically also see if you invest something today and if you withdraw at the end of third year, you will be getting 3 years interest. Same way, if you invest 100 rupees at the end of first year and withdraw at the end of third year, you will be getting 2 years interest. You can find out the answer. 100 into 1.1 is equal to. It is 133.1. This will be 121. This will be 110. And total amount after 3 years will be 133.1 plus 121 plus 110. 364.1. Once again, try to understand, you are not investing 100 rupees only today. You are investing 100 rupees today at the end of first year and at the end of second year, and total amount at the end of third year. Everything, principal and interest you are withdrawing, you will be getting after 3 years 364.10. Sir, then category number 2 questions and category number 3 questions are same. Yes, they are same. But if you calculate it in same manner, you will be wasting your time. And believe me, when you go further in CA final, learn strategic financial management, you cannot do this every time. You will have to have a shortcut in your calculator. Try to understand what we are doing. This portion, the answer is 133.1. It is nothing but 100 into 1.10 raised to 3. Then we are adding this figure into 133.1, which is nothing but 100 into 1.10 raised to 2. And again we are adding this 100 into 1.10 raised to. So mathematically what we can do? We can take this 100 common. So what will be remaining is 1.10 raised to 3 plus 1.10 raised to 2 plus 1.10 raised to 1. Now please understand, this can be easily added to calculator. This bracket can be easily added to calculator. How it can be done? 1.1 is equal to m plus. So I have added 1.1 in m plus. Multiplied by is equal to, I am getting 1.1 square. I am again adding it to m plus. What was my last function? 1.1 multiplied by is equal to, which was square. Now if I press is equal to, it will be 1.1 cube. I am again pressing m plus. So all these 3 answers in this bracket are added to memory. If I do MRC, I will be getting answer of that memory, which is nothing but 3.641. So this is 3.641 multiplied by 100. I will be getting answer of 364. You'll say, sir, answers are same. The method takes the same time. It takes the same time just because I have explained you everything. Once you are knowing this, this might take 5 minutes, then this will take only 1 minute. It will take even less than 1 minute once you know how to find out the answers. So see, this 3.641 is multiplied by 100. Why it is multiplied by 100? Because we have taken 100 as common. So this is 364.1. Let us take category number 3, somewhat a difficult question. At the end of 0 year, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year and 5 years. What we are investing is 100 rupees, 100 rupees, 100 rupees, 100 rupees, 100 rupees, 100 rupees. What is the rate of interest? 8%. 100 into 1.08 what will be amount at the end of 6th year. So this will be 6. Now please understand, everything will go in descending order, in sequence. And you should not find out logic of all the years. You can just take the logic of only first year. Invested today, I will be withdrawing after 6 years, I will be getting 6 years interest. And last one, invested at the end of 5th year, withdrawn at the end of 6th year, I will be getting 1 year's interest. My answers will be correct. See now what I will be doing. I'll take 100 common. So I'm not writing down everything. I know that I have taken 100 common. So I will have to add this in my memory and just try to concentrate, if possible, do along with me how I am adding everything into memory. I'll start with 1.08 raised to 1 m plus. So raised to 1, 1.08 raised to 1 is added to memory. Multiplied by is equal to is raised to 2 m plus is equal to is raised to 3 m plus is equal to is raised to 4 m plus is equal to is raised to 5 m plus is equal to is raised to 6 m plus. MRC is giving me this answer of a particular bracket. What is the answer? 7.9228033359 multiplied by 600. No, we have taken 100 common. Now you cannot multiply it with 600. Multiplied by 100, I will be getting answer of 792.28. See, had you done by this method, then it would have consumed minimum 5 minutes of yours to solve the question which is of 5 years. Now understand, it is possible you might be investing for 20 years. If you are investing for 20 years, then that calculation becomes very lengthy, and this calculations you can directly get the answer. So what are the third category of questions? Are nothing but future value, annuity questions. So let us start with fourth category of question. What is fourth category of question? Are the questions of present value. See, try to understand up till now what we were doing. If 100 rupees are invested today, what will be value after n years? 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. We were finding out future value. We were compounding the interest. We were adding the interest and finding out some value. So these questions are also known as compounding questions. They are also known as questions of future value because you are finding out future value. But what if this is not the question? And the question is this: rupees 300 is amount after 3 years. What is value as on today? Now all of you will understand that now you don't need to add the interest. You will have to deduct the interest. You will have to subtract something. You will have to discount something. So this type of questions are known as discounting questions, whereby you will remove 3 years interest from this 300 rupees and you will be getting what is present value. And so this type of questions are known as present value questions. Please try to understand. We are having a basic formula of A is equal to P into 1 plus I raised to n. Sir, we will be using another formula? No. Now onwards, this A will be given. This will be available. You need to find out P. So I'm just changing the sides. P is equal to A into 1 divided by 1 plus I upon N. So if this goes, the circle goes on this side, instead of multiplication, it will become division. Excuse me. So I have taken division of the same. So whenever you want to find out present value, I'll be using this formula. What is the formula? That is P is equal to A into 1 divided by 1 plus I raised to. And believe me, automatically you will be getting answer of P. Let me find out answer in this case. If the rate of interest is 10%, I am finding out present value today by the same formula. Present value is equal to A into 1 upon 1 plus I raised to. What is A? 300. 1 upon 1 plus I. 1 plus I will be 1.10. What are number of years we need to discount? Raised to 3. Now all of you concentrate over here. I am first finding out this. Sir, every time we should do this? Yes, this answer can be found out n numbers of ways. I want you to learn this method because it will be helpful in finding out annuities. I am not finding out 1.10 raised to 3. I am finding out 1 divided by 1.10 raised to 3. I want to find out 1 divided by 1.10 raised to 3. How I will find out 1 divided by 1.10 divided by 1.10 divided by 1.10. I hope you understand this, both answers are same. It is 1 divided by 1.10 raised to 3. How to find out this answer in calculator is very easy. 1 divided by 1.1. Now if I press is equal to, I have got this answer 1 divided by 1.10. If I press one more time is equal to, it will again divide 1 by 1.10. One more time is equal to, again it will divide 1.10. I will be getting answer of 0.751314. Please understand, this answer is not of this. It is not of 1.10 raised to 3. It is answer of this. 1 divided by 1.10 raised to 3. Divided by 300. No. Now it will be multiplied by 300. Why? Because the answer is of 1 divided by 1.10 raised to 3. It is not 1.10 raised to 3. So what will be my answer in this case is 300 into 0.75131, which is 225.39. This is nothing but this value. Let us go out of mathematics and understand somewhat finance. The real value of 225 rupees today is the same as 300 rupees after 3 years. The purchasing power, the real value, the real amount of 225.39 today is equal to 300 rupees after 3 years. This is nothing but the concept of present value. I've got this answer, right? We are again in category number 4 questions. Amount after 5 years is 50,000. Rate of interest is 10%. What will be present value? I'm finding out the answer. P is equal to A into 1 divided by 1 plus I raised to. I'm writing the formula first time. Second time we should combine all the formula, directly write down the answers. Formulas and steps are not important in examination. Only answer is important in examination. So it is 50,000 into 1 upon, what is 1 plus I? 1.10. What is n is 5 years. How to find out the answer? I'll first find out this answer and then multiply it with 50,000. How to find out the square answer? 1 divided by 1.10 is equal to raised to 1, raised to 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my answer of 1 divided by 1.10 raised to 5 multiplied by 50,000. Most important, it is multiplied by 50,000. It is 31,046. What does it again? It means 31,046 rupees value today is equal to value of 50,000 rupees after 5 years. This is what in finance it means. So it is just a simple question of present value. Why present value, or why it is termed as compounding? We are finding out present value. We are removing the interest. Let me find out the difference between 50,000, 31,046. 50,000 minus 31,046. 18,954. Can anyone raise the hand and tell me what is this 18,954? Yes, Sabina.
Money which is जो कम हो गई है ना 50,000 की, मतलब 31046 से I mean after 5 years अगर
I want one word answer. What is 18,954?
interest.
It is interest. It is interest for this 5 years, right? It might be more in first year, it might be less in fifth year, but it is interest. And we have removed this interest from this 50,000. Removing, subtracting. So this type of concept is known as discounting. And believe me, this will play a major role in learning, understanding finance. The concept of discounting, removing the interest, finding out today's value will be the basic concept for learning finance. And this is one of the basic question. Let us go to fifth category of question. Again, at the end of first year, I need to pay you 100 rupees. At the end of second year, I need to pay you 200 rupees. And at the end of third year, I need to pay you 300 rupees. The rate of interest is 8%. Please understand, I am not asking you this. Then this will be a question of future value. What I am asking is, I am liable to pay you 100 rupee after 1 year, 200 rupee after 2 years, and 300 rupees after 3 years. I want to settle accounts today. I want to pay you everything today. What will be the present value of all this amount? What will be the value without interest? You will always give me cash discount, but how much money I need to pay you? 600? I will never pay you. I know finance. Pay as late as possible. I know finance. I'll pay you 100 rupee after 1 year, 200 rupee after 2 years, and 300 rupee after 3 years. If you are not ready to give me some discounts, if you are not ready to give me some cash discounts, what you should ask from me, if the required rate of interest for you is 8%, please try to understand. I will convert this into present value. This is amount after 1 year. How to convert this into present value? Very simple. Divided by 1.08 raised to 1. Now in present value, it is very simple. If this is and this is 1, this will be 1. This will be 1.08 raised to 2. Here also I will be getting P. Here also I will be getting P. 1.08 raised to 3. Here also I will be. I will add all this 3P. I will be getting present value of all these three amounts. 100, 200 and 300. Sir, then what was this? This was only, see what is this? Many of the students are having this confusion. When to use this and when to use this. Here the question is something like this. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 50,000. There's a 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. There is no value in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Only there is a value at the end of fifth year and you want to find out present value. Here, there are figures every year and you want to find out present value. How you can do it is very simple. Find out first this answer. 100 divided by 1.08. 92.59. Finite. How to find out this answer? 1.08. Sorry. 1 divided by 1.08 is equal to multiplied by 200, which is 171.46. How to find out this answer? 1 divided by 1.08 is equal to multiplied by 300 is 238.14. What will be my total answer? 92.59 plus 171.46 plus 238.14. It is 502.19. See, instead of 600, you should ask only 502.19 rupees from me. I will be ready. I am getting 8% cash discount effectively. You are giving me 8% cash discount. I'll be ready to pay 502.19 as on today. This is today's value. Today's value for 100, 200 or 300 combine present value. Present value of this as well as this. Right. How to find it out by M plus? All of you should understand. I have done total of this three figures. 92.59, 171.46 and 238.14 are not important for me. Still, I am writing it down. You can do it by M plus directly. 1 divided by 1.08 multiplied by 100 is equal to, this is our first answer, M plus. 1 divided by 1.08 is equal to multiplied by 200 is equal to M plus. 1 divided by 1.08 is equal to multiplied by 300 is equal to M plus. If you do MRC, you will be getting the same answer of 502.19. There is a point difference because we have taken only 2 decimals over here. Right? But by M plus also, you should be getting the same answer. These are category number 5 questions where you are not finding out future value. You are still finding out present value. You are still finding out present value, but of different amount rather than this one amount. You are finding out present value of different amount. Let us go to 6th category of question. They are still present value questions, but of annuity. What is annuity? As I told you, it is equal cash flows. So, if there is at the end of first, second and third and fourth year, if the amount is 100, 100, 100 and 100, I want to find out present value. Most important, you will have to see whether you want to find out present value or future value. And the rate of interest is, say, 6%. What will be my present value? I will have to discount it by 1 year. Now it becomes easy in discounting. If this is 1, this will be 1. Because the interest already added is of 1 year, I want to remove the interest of 1 year. I want to remove the interest of 2 years. I want to remove the interest of 3 years. I want to remove the interest of 4 years. This should be my answer. I can do M plus and find out the answer, but I'll not be doing it because we have already learned future value annuity. Let me find out present value annuity. What is my answer? This is the only first and last time I am doing this. I am explaining you in detail what we'll be doing it in calculator. I want exactly summation of all this. It is 100 1 divided by 100 into 1 divided by 1.06 raised to 1 plus 100 multiplied by 1 divided by 1.06 raised to 2 plus 100 into 1 divided by 1.06 raised to 3 plus 100 into 1 divided by 1.06 raised to 4. Alright? Can we take 100 common? Yes. So 100 if taken as common is written only one time. 1 divided by 1.06 plus 1 divided by 1.06 raised to 2. This is raised to 1. Plus 1 divided by 1.06 raised to 3. Plus 1 divided by 1.06 raised to. Please understand, this answer and this answer calculated separately will be exactly same. It is very easy to find out this bracket answer. In your calculator it is much more easy. In my computer calculator it is somewhat difficult, but in your calculator it is extremely easy. First let me do it in my calculator. I'll also explain you how it can be done with GT. 1 divided by 1.06. This is my first answer. Answer of 1 divided by 1.06. I am putting it in M plus. See, when you press M plus, your functions are not affected. It will just add what is written on the screen in memory. So what was your last function? 1 divided by 1.06. Now if you will press is equal to, you will be getting 1 divided by 1.06 raised to 2. You can add again in M plus. One more is equal to 1 divided by 1.06 raised to 3. One more time M plus. One more time is equal to 1 divided by 1.06 raised to 4. One more time M plus. MRC, you will be getting answer of this bracket. 1 divided by 1.06 raised to 1 is already added, plus 1 divided by 1.06 raised to 2 already added, 3 already added, and 4 already added. This is the answer of this particular bracket. I'm doing it once again. Please concentrate. 1 divided by 1.06. This is my first number's answer. M plus is equal to M plus. Second number is already added. Is equal to M plus. Third number is added. Is equal to M plus. Fourth number is added. MRC is nothing but a total of this bracket. This bracket total is 3.4510 multiplied by 400. No, we have taken 100 common. Multiplied by 100 is 346.510. Last time I am doing it in my calculator. How to solve this bracket in my calculator? 1 divided by 1.06 is equal to M plus, is equal to M plus, is equal to M plus, is equal to M plus. MRC is answer of this bracket. Multiplied by 100 was taken as common. I will be getting answer of this question, that is 346.51. Now I am not having this function, but you all will be having this function, which is GT in your calculator. Let us try it with GT. All of you open your calculator. Do this. 1 divided by 1.06. Press is equal to 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Press GT in your calculator. GT multiplied by 100, which was taken as common. You will be getting the same answer, that is 346.51. Can you confirm in our messages whether you got it or not? Once again, 1 divided by 1.06 is equal to 4 times GT multiplied by 100. You will be getting the same answer, which is 346.51. See what is happening. 1 divided by 1.06, you press is equal to, you get this answer. Again you press is equal to, you get this answer. Again you press is equal to, you get this answer. And again you press is equal to, you get this answer. See what is GT? GT will add all the figures after is equal to. So whatever figures you have got after is equal to, grand total will add. And this all figures were after is equal to. Don't do it in future value, but in present value you should do it by grand total. 1 divided by 1.06 is equal to. If you press GT multiplied by 100, you will be getting the answer. No need to press is equal to m plus, because all the figures after is equal to is already added in GT. Last time 1 divided by 1.06 is equal to GT multiplied by 100, which was taken as common. Your answer will be 346.51. These are category number 6 questions. Sir, why you have given the category? Please try to understand. We are going to summarize all 6 questions. The people who know time value of money, they are very comfortable in this. The people who don't know time value of money normally gets confused when to press GT, when not to press GT, when to press M plus, when not to press M plus. So if you are having a bird's eye view of all 6 questions, believe me, the task will become somewhat easy. Category number 1 question, 2 questions and 3 questions. And 1, 2, 3 questions will be of future value. So P will be given, A you are finding out, present value will be given, future value you are finding out. And 4th, 5th and 6th question will be of present value. Means A will be given, you are finding out P. Annuities will be given, of future you are finding out P. So they are questions of present value. They are also termed as discounting questions. They are also termed as compounding, because in first, second and third category of questions you are adding something. In 4th, 5th and 6th category of questions you are removing the interest. So they are termed as compounding. What are first categories of questions? Now I am going fast because I have already done this. P is equal to 100, R is equal to 10, N is equal to 2 years. What is amount after 2 years? I will be getting the answer 100 into 1.10 raised to 2, which is 1.10 multiplied by is equal to multiplied by 100, which is 120. Future value, simple question, category number 1 question. Category number 2 questions. Category number 2 questions. They are still of future value. At the end of first and second year, I have invested 100 rupees, 200 rupees. The rate of interest is 10%. What will be amount after 2 years? Here only not one installment is invested, more than one installment is invested. Multiplied by 1.10. There is no division. You are compounding. Raised to 1. Multiplied by 1.10 raised to 0. Please understand, if you invest something at the end of first year and withdraw at the end of second year, you will be getting only 1 year's interest. This is 110 rupees. This will be 200 rupees only. Amount after 2 years will be 310. What is third? Third and sixth are annuity. So the installment will remain same. At the end of first, second, let me take it 0 also. 0, 1, 2 and 3 years. Amount is 100, 100, 100, 100. Rate of interest is 8%. What is amount at the end of fourth year? This is multiplied by 1.08 raised to 4, 1.08 raised to 3, 1.08 raised to 2, 1.08 raised to 1. Verify. If you invest today, withdraw at the end of fourth year, you will be getting 4 years interest. If you invest at the end of third year, withdraw at the end of fourth year, you will be getting 1 year's interest. How to find out this answer? I will be taking 100 common. And thus, I will be finding it out in calculator. Very easy. 1.08 is equal to m plus, multiplied by is equal to m plus, is equal to m plus, is equal to m plus. MRC multiplied by 400 or 100, only 100, because we have taken 100 common, 486.66. This is invested. Third category of question, invested 100 rupees every year for the period of 4 years. And this type of questions are future value annuity questions because the cash flows are equal. Same way, now present value questions. If amount after 2 years is 20,000, rate of interest is 10%, what will be amount today? How you will find out? Present value is 20,000. See, now you are discounting. So it will be 1 divided by 1.10 raised to, because this is amount after 2 years, you will have to take out the interest of 2 years. How to find out this answer? 1 divided by 1.1 is equal to multiplied by 20,000. It is 16,528.92. So these are fourth category of simple present value questions. Fifth one, which is different installment but present value questions. At the end of first, second and third year, the amount is 100, 200 and 300. Rate of interest is 4%. Find out present value. How you will find out? 1 divided by 1.04 raised to 1, 1 divided by 1.04 raised to 2, 1 divided by 1.04 raised to 3. The summation of all these three answer will be present value. How to do it? 1 divided by 1.04 multiplied by 100 is equal to m plus. 1 divided by 1.04 is equal to multiplied by 200 is equal to m plus. 1 divided by 1.04 is equal to multiplied by 300 is equal to m plus. MRC is 547.76. Please understand, I have written it over here, but it is a present value, right? We have removed the interest and it is very simple. See, the total will be 600. But this is less than 600. So we have removed, we have compounded, and those installments are not equal. Sixth one. At the end of 1, 2 and 3, amount is 100, 100, 100. Rate of interest is 8%. Find out the present value. 1.08 raised to 1. I want to find out present value and not future value. 1 divided by 1.08 raised to 2. 1 divided by 1.08 raised to 3. What will be answer? I'll take 100 common. 1 divided by 1.08 is equal to m plus is equal to m plus is equal to m plus. MRC multiplied by 100 was taken as common. So 257.70. The present value should be very easy for you. I am not having GT in my calculator. If you are having GT in your calculator, how to find out this? 1 divided by 1.08 is equal to GT multiplied by 100. It looks weird to write down what you are doing it on calculator, but still this is how it can be easily found out. 1 divided by 1.08 is equal to GT multiplied by 100 is directly 257.70. You are having calculator, you will be verifying along with me. So these are 6 categories of questions which you might be having in different situation. And if you are knowing 4th, 5th and 6th question, how to find out present value in finance, believe me, you have won the basic race of finance. Finance is basically finding out present value. I'll tell you, even cost of capital, capital budgeting, everything is dependent upon finding out present value. Always, what is the basic function? What is the ABCD of finance is finding out present value. So only our first lecture, even if time value of money is not one of the chapter in your syllabus, still we are having first lecture as a lecture of time value of money. Because if you don't know time value of money, you don't know logically finance. You might have mucked up some formulas and done something, but you don't know exactly what is finance. Let us go to next point, which is category number. Now this you will be having it in PDF form. So you can always see this. What are the questions which can be of time value of money and how it can be solved. Let us go to category number 7th question. This is present value. So you will be finding out present value of infinite cash flow, which are annuity. So what is the case is this. At the end of first year, now it does not start with 0. Second, third, fourth, fifth, up till infinite period of time, the cash flows or the amount is 100 rupees. What is the present value of this amount if rate of interest is 10%? Now mathematically it is impossible to find out. Why? I'll tell you. What you will have to do. 1 divided by 1.10 raised to 1. 1 divided by 1.10 raised to 2. Because I am finding out present value. 1 divided by 1.10 raised to 3. So on, 1 divided by 1.10 raised to infinite. Now you cannot do it for infinite period of time. 1 divided by 1.1 is equal to m plus 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 is equal to m plus. You will have to do for infinite times. MRC multiplied by 100, or in your calculator if you are having GT, 1 divided by 1.10 is equal to, you will have to press it for infinite times. GT multiplied by 100 will be your answer, but you cannot multiply it for infinite times. Here I give you a formula. If the amount is starting with first year, if the amount is annuity, if you want to find out present value, how it can be found out? Present value is equal to amount of first year divided by rate of interest. By seeing the formula, it seems it is easier than calculating the 6 questions. Yes, it is easier. It feels difficult, but it is easier. What is the amount for first year? All the amounts are equal, so amount for first year will also be 100 divided by 10 percentage. What is this? It is nothing but 100 divided by 0.10. You can also do this 100 divided by 10 percentage in your calculator. Calculator will give you the answer, computer calculator will not give that answer. Or 100 divided by 0.1, which is rupees 1000. In your calculator, you can press 100 divided by 10 percentage. You will be directly getting the answer of 1000 rupees. Now, sir, how this is the present value of this all amount? You have given us the formula, but I have told you initially, don't mug up the formula without learning it. How this is the present value? See what I am telling you. The value of this and value of this is the same, right? First, let me prove it mathematically. All of you do this in your calculator. 1 divided by 1.10 press is equal to for more than 100, 120 times. 100 or 120 times. 1 divided by 1.10 is equal to, you need to press it for n numbers of times. Even if you don't count it, it is all right. Press GT. Stop, press GT. Don't go up till error. Huh? So you can do it once again. Press GT multiplied by 100. Your answer will be something like this. So practically your answer is correct. The same thing we do in finding out present value. 1 divided by 1.10 is equal to for number of years. Here it is infinite, so we have done n numbers of times. GT multiplied by 100. This is how we find out the answer. The answer is 1000, right? So proof number 1 that this formula is correct. Mathematically, you can do it. Proof number 2, you can go to Microsoft Excel. Write down 100 for that 2000 times. Excel will permit you to write down 2000 times. Take present value factor or find out present value at the rate of 10% for only this 2000 cash flows. You will be getting answer which is very near to 1000. That is 999 point something. Because after a point of time, the factor will become 0. That this 1 divided by 1.10 will become 0. So these are the mathematical proof that this formula is correct. I will give you even the logical proof. Try to understand the finance criteria proof that this answer is correct. See, I need to pay you 100 rupees every year for the period of infinite times. What does it mean? I will pay you 100 rupees every year. When I am dead, my child will pay your child 100 rupees every year. When he is dead, his child will pay his child every year 100 rupees. This will never end, right? But I want to end it. Let us understand that between us, the 10% rate of interest will remain for infinite period of time. I am ready to give you 1000 rupees. Should you accept it? The answer is indifferent. Whether you accept it or do not accept it, it will not make any difference to you. Why I tell you? If you get this 1000 rupees, invest it in bank at the rate of 10% interest. What interest you will be getting in first year is rupees 100. Withdraw that 100 rupees. You will again invest in bank 1000 rupees. Why 1000 and not 1100? Because you are taking 100 rupees to your home. Second year, you will be getting 100 rupees. Third year, again invest that 1000 rupees. Because you are withdrawing interest, now you cannot invest 1200 rupees. You will be getting third year interest of rupees 100. I am assuming 10% remains constant for infinite period of time. When this will end? This will never end. So whether you are having 1000 rupees today with you, or you are having 100 rupees for infinite period of time for every year, the value is same. And so 100 rupees for infinite period of time every year is equal to 1000 rupees today. And so even financially this formula is correct. Present value of annuity, that is equal cash flow, is amount of first year divided by rate of interest. This is the seventh one. Let us go to eighth one. It is infinite cash flow but with growth. See what is the case?
In
At the end of 0, 1, 2, sorry, it should start with 1, it cannot start with 0. The first year the cash flow is 100. The second year the cash flow is 105. Third year the cash flow is 105 plus 5%. It is 110.25. And this continues up till infinite. What is the growth rate? Every year is 5%. The growth rate is 5%. What is the rate of interest? Is 8%. Discount rate is 8%. Can I find out present value of this cash flow? Present value of infinite cash flow with growth. The answer is yes. Again, first it is very difficult to find out in calculator, but by formula it becomes extremely easy. It is amount of first year upon rate of interest. So this formula is same up till this. Minus growth. Amount after first year is 100. Rate of interest is 8% and growth rate is 5%. So the answer is 100 divided by 3%. You can directly do it 100 divided by 3% or 100 divided by 0.3, which is 3333.33. So logic of this, again you can go in Microsoft Excel, verify whether your logic or the formula is correct or not. Number 2, it is very simple. If you want a 5% growth every year and from your bank you are getting 8% interest, you want 5% more money with 8% interest, then practically you will be getting 3%, which is the difference of 8 minus 5, which is nothing but this over here. Getting 5%, getting 8%, but you want a growth of 5%. So practically you are getting only 3%, right? Sometimes people say the inflation is 6%, the fixed deposit rate is 7%, so effectively I am getting only 1%. That also logic can be used. Best way is go to Microsoft Excel, the same answer you will be getting as far as present value of infinite growth is concerned. So 7th and 8th, let me summarize. Category number 7th, category number 8, what is the answer? Present value of infinite cash flow with annuity. It is amount of first year divided by rate of interest. And here at the end of first, second, third, again up till infinite, but it is 100, 105, 110.25, and it is having a growth rate, which in current case is 5%. Can I find out present value of infinite cash flow which is having a similar growth rate? The answer is yes, which is amount of first year divided by rate of interest minus G. So category number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions. 7th and 8th questions category. 8 questions will absolutely clarify your concept of time value of money. Let us understand concept of accounts versus finance. See, people in say graduation, college and all other places says accounts and finance professor. But believe me, this two topic, even if some words and some concepts are same, they are totally different subjects. Accounts is the subject of recording. What is my profit for the year 21-22, which is already past? For past, you record something. If I purchase this pen, what is the journal entry which should be passed? I have already purchased this pen. Accounts is the subject of recording. You record something which is already done. You have sold the goods, you record it. You have purchased the goods, you record it. You have purchased the asset, you record the depreciation. How many chairs are lying in your stock? At what value? You will be getting the answer from accountancy. I don't say it is not useful. Recording is also useful. You'll have to take some decisions based upon your recording. But accounts is a recording subject. If you have already earned the profit, how much profit you have earned? Who will give you the answer? Accounting will give you the answer. Finance, on other hand, is decision making. Please understand, students don't know the concept of finance. They just want to learn, mug up and pass in finance. They are not keeping finance in their blood. They want it only in the mind so that they can go into examination, take out whatever they have learned and just pass the examination. This is not how to become a successful financial manager. If you want to pass the examination, if you want to grow in finance field, you will have to learn finance. Finance is a decision making concept. What does it mean? If I want to purchase a machinery, should I purchase it or not? Who will give you answer? Accounts will not give you answer. Account comes in pictures when you have already purchased machinery. Whether to purchase machinery or not, finance will give you the answer. Whether to open McDonald's in a particular city or not, finance will give you the answer. Whether to acquire another's business or not, finance will give you the answer. Whether to go for a merger at a particular valuation or not, finance will give you the answer. Finance is a decision making subject. Recording can be done by some standards. Decision making happens always with logic. So there will be, you might have heard standards of auditing, you might have heard accounting standard. You will never hear standards for financial management. This is the reason. Whether you want to purchase this pen or not at rupees 10, who can give you the answer? Finance can give you the answer. Right? Now, if it is decision making, of course, the bottom line will be logic. Logically, you should be earning, it should be a profitable business for you. So, logic will become the base for decision making for any financial management decision. Try to understand the difference. Whenever something is valued in finance, valuation in finance, it is valued at cost. If it is an asset, it is cost minus depreciation, but practically it is cost. Anything in accountancy is valued at cost. So this pen might be of 1 crore rupee. I have purchased it at 10 rupees. What is my cost at 10 rupees? I will pass a journal entry, pen account debit to cash 10 rupees. 1 crore rupees, I might write it down in inner column, but is not important for me. What is the value in the market? Not important. What is cost for me is important when you are in accounts because it is a recording subject. What is my cash outflow? 10 rupees, so I record it at 10 rupees. In finance, something like pen, something like aeroplane, something like company, anything in finance, how you value it valuation is done by present value of future cash flows. And all the words are important. You find out present value of future cash flows. You will be getting valuation in finance. Sir, how Reliance is valued same manner? How this pen is valued same manner? How a country is valued same manner if you are in the concept of financial management? So, in finance management, what will be valuation? Present value of future cash flow. Try to understand. I am planning to purchase this pen. I think that this pen will be useful to me for 2 years, which will generate a direct, indirect cash flow of 20 rupees per annum. This is cash flow, not profit. My required rate of return. So now it is becoming technical. Yes, I'll explain you this discounting rate or required rate of return. My required rate of return is 10%. How to find out value of this pen? We know how to find out present value. All right. You can do it in your calculator. 1 divided by 1.10 is equal to GT multiplied by 20. Which is 34.71. What is 34.71? Is this market price of pen? Believe me, answer is no. Is this cost price of pen? Believe me, answer is no. Then what is this? Believe me, this is valuation as per finance rules. Sir, how it will be important? I'll explain you each and everything. But first understand, this 10% is my required rate of return. Anil Ambani's required rate of return might be 18%. Mukesh Ambani's required rate of return might be 30%. Mukesh Ambani invests in any project which is not giving less than 30% to him. I invest in the project which is giving me 10%. So my required rate of return is 10%. So it is only my valuation. So I feel this pen is of 34.71 rupees. Sir, how this will be helpful? Try to understand. I went to a showroom where there was a jeans. Now my drawing is not very good, but assume this is a jeans. Right? I touched that jeans. I saw the company. I felt that jeans. By touching and seeing the company, I feel that this jeans is of rupees 3,000. I have not seen the tag. I feel that based upon this company, how I feel this jeans should be of rupees 3,000. This is the same valuation for this pen. As per financial calculation, as per my opinion, this pen should be of 34.71 rupees. This jeans should be of 3,000 rupees as per my valuation. Now try to understand how this 3,000 rupees will be helpful to me. If the actual price of this jeans is rupees 2,000, anyone, you will purchase it or not?
Yes, sir.
You will purchase it. Can you tell me why?
Super सस्ती पड़ती थे ना, हम लोग सोचे थे 3,000 क्यों लिया, 2,000 में ले लिया।
Exactly. This is the layman's language. वो सस्ता है. What technically can be said? The jeans is undervalued by market. As per my opinion, वो सस्ता है. Market has undervalued it, and so you should purchase it. Another scenario. If actual price of this jeans is rupees 8,000, market में महंगा है, it is overvalued by market. What will be your decision? You will not purchase it. See, you have taken the decision, purchase, not to purchase, based on this valuation. What is this valuation? It is my valuation for this pen. Now in market price of this pen is rupees 10. I will purchase it. It is undervalued by the market. If market price of this pen is rupees 50, I will not purchase it. Let us take an hypothetical example. I have taken cash flow of Reliance company. I have found out present value at my required rate of return of 10%. I have taken 50 years cash flow, found out present value and valuation of Reliance. As per me, is say 1 lakh crore rupees. This is my valuation. Huh? Reliance does not know this. I have done my own calculation. This is valuation in finance. How I have done this? By a basic formula. Present value of future cash flows. You might have heard valuations, this and that. Everything is present value of future cash flow. Zomato is valued at, you see also in Shark Tanks, the valuation is done on this basis. The basic for valuation is present value of future cash flows. What is my valuation of Reliance? 1 lakh crore rupees. Reliance is ready to sell at 80,000 crore rupees. I will purchase it. No one will sell it, but I am taking an hypothetical example. How this 1 lakh crore rupees will be useful to you? Reliance is ready to sell at 2 lakh crore rupees. I will not purchase it. See how this 1 lakh crore rupees is helpful to take the decision. In finance, the valuation is done for me. See, one person is purchasing, say, Tata's share. He has done his fundamental analysis and he feels this the Tata, say Tata Motors share should be worth rupees 500. I'm taking you to stock market. It is his valuation. Huh? Say his name is Mr. X. He has found out future cash flows, done present value. How he has found out this 500? Present value of future cash flow. Basics for valuation. Now we will go to stock market. He will open his laptop. He will see the television and see the market price of the Tata. If the market price is rupees 400, what he will do? He will buy or he will buy more. If he is already having Tata, he will buy more. Why? Market में सस्ता मिल रहा है. Technical wordings. Market has undervalued. It is same as market में सस्ता मिल रहा है. If market price is rupees 900, what should Mr. X do? As per him, market has overvalued. Market में महंगा मिल रहा है. He will not purchase. And if it is the stock market, the answer should be sell. If he is already having it, he can sell it. Even if he is not having it, there is a concept of short sales where a person can sell something even if he is not holding. Right now, that is not important. But see how this 500, this concept of valuation is important. You can take the decision. Sir, what if I have already purchased Tata, then accountancy will come into picture. How much profit you are earning, whether you are earning profit or loss, how much tax you have paid, how to record the tax, accounts will come into picture. But before purchasing or selling Tata, who will help you? Finance will help you, decision making, how you will do the valuation. Present value of future cash flow. I've told you, present value will be one of the most important thing in finance. Why I tell you? This concept is for valuation of the spend, valuation of Tata shares, valuation of Reliance company, valuation of India, valuation of aeroplane, valuation of a continent. It is the basic rule for valuing anything in finance. So you should know how to find out present value of this cash flows. Of course, we'll be going into deep of this cash flows, what is required rate of return or what discount rate should be used. This all things we are going to learn. But the basics of this present value should be absolutely clear to you. Present value of future cash flows is how you value anything in finance.